All right, today we're going to be looking at Wednesday, Thursday bell work. Today we're going to be focusing on the skill figurative language, literary devices, simile, which is a comparison using like or as, metaphor is a comparison not using like or as, personification, giving something non-human, human characteristics, onomatopoeia is sound words, hyperbole is exaggerations, imagery is pictures in your mind, symbolism is where one thing represents something else. Tone, what is the mood? So you're going to be able to identify examples of figurative language, and then you're going to find textual evidence to provide with examples. All right, so let's look at our questions. Number 1. The author compares his dining room to a cell. This is an example of which type of figurative language, okay? So I see the word compares, so I'm going to be looking at that. Okay. Number 2, which of the following line is an example of what type of figurative language? So we're going to be looking at this. All right, so which what type of figurative language? We're going to figure out what type of language that is an example of. 3, which word best describes the tone? I know the tone means mood. And then the author uses imagery to help the reader visualize. So that's visualize the setting. Which line from the poem best helps paint a picture of the setting? All right. Okay. All right. So we know we're going to be looking at what compares his dining room to a cell. So we're going to underline that sentence. What type of figurative language is that one? What is the mood of the poem or the tone? And then which one helps us visualize setting. All right, through the window. To the window I go, pressing my cheek against the cold pane, finding myself lost in the falling snow, looking upon the scene in vain. The tree limbs sigh deeply under the weight. I know there's a question about that, so I'm going to go ahead and underline it so I know where it is. The neighbor children's hearts begin to swell, but me, no. I must first clean my dinner plate. My dining room is now my cell. I'm going to underline both of those because I remember there's a question about that. My fork and my spoon, my only hope. How long I feel the icy kiss upon my cheek. If only my tongue agreed with green beans, but nope. My snowman dreams never more bleak. So he can't go outside unless he or she, we don't know which one, cannot go outside and be with their friends and play until they eat their dinner. All right. The author compares his dining room to a cell. This is an example, so let's see. All right. But for me, I must first clean my dinner plate. My dining room is a cell. Well, I know simile uses like or as, and I see that that is not like or as. So I'm going to eliminate that. It's a possibility. It's not a sound word, so I'm going to eliminate that. And it's not giving a human characteristic. So B is my correct answer. It's comparing the dining room to a cell, like a prison cell. All right, which of the following is an example of what type of figurative language? The tree limbs sigh deeply under the weight. Okay. Well, it's not a comparison because I don't see like or as. I don't even see the word. I don't see a comparison using the word is. It's not a sound word. I don't hear bang, click, clack, all that. So, but sigh is something humans do. And inside the word, I see the word person. So sigh is what a person does. All right, you're going to answer 3 and 4 on your own. All right, we're going to move on and do the same kind of things. We're going to look at our questions first. Which of the following is an example of what type of figurative language? Okay, so what type of figurative language? There we go. Which line from the poem is an example of personification? I know that that has to do with something a person does, so I'm going to circle that. Which line from the poem is a hyperbole? And I remember that is exaggeration. And then reread the line from the poem below. Which of the following is being compared to a friend? Okay, being compared to a friend. All right. All right, smiling light. 1,000,000 miles I have walked. From shop to shop, my mom won't stop. Oh, the stories my shoes can tell. My feet, a storybook, with each new store a taunting look. At last I see the light of day. It shines below the exit sign. It smiles like a friend of mine. All right, let's see. The following line is an example of what type of figurative language? My feet, a storybook. So as I'm looking, I'm going to see, okay, well, it doesn't use like or as. All right. It is comparing my feet to a storybook. So metaphor might be a possibility. It's not a sound word, so I can eliminate that. And there's nothing person about it. So it is a comparison and it is a metaphor. All right, number 2. Let's see, which line from the poem is an example of a personification? I'll circle the word person. So which one of these sounds like something a person could do? At last I see the light of day. Well, that doesn't help me. Oh, the stories my shoes can tell. Well, we tell stories, so that's a possibility. My mom won't stop. That's no. It shines below the exit sign. No, so B. Because I can tell, humans can tell stories, so shoes who are not humans are telling stories. All right, you answer 3 and 4.